Hi there, it's Pat Williams from TKO Policy Guides. Today I'm going to show you how easy it is to create a policy and procedure and include a flowchart in it. So I'll just run you through the basics of setting up a very simple procedure, and we'll show you also how to create that flowchart. So let's get going. So what I'm going to do is, for a start, let's say for instance we're an electrical business, we're electrical contractors, and we're going to do a basic procedure on how to replace light bulbs at a particular site. So let's get into that. So what I'll do, for a start, I'll set up a new category and we'll call it electrical services, something like that, just something to begin with. And I'll save that category. Now I'm going to add in a new document, and let's say we call this new document repairing light bulbs at factory site, something like that. So we're creating a new process. There's our new process there. It's quite simple. We've created the document. There's nothing in the document at the moment, but let's now get into that and I'll show you how to do that. So we click on click edit here, and that'll take us into the editor. Now in this case, instead of writing out a procedure, I'm actually going to create a flowchart first. I'm just going to do, as I said, a very basic one to get you started, to let you see how easy it is to begin. So all we do, we place the cursor in the document somewhere, and we come across here to the Draw a Diagram plugin button, and we click on that, and that brings up our canvas to create a new flowchart. Now we can simply drag shapes over onto the canvas and connect them to create that flowchart effect. But you can also use the template, which there are hundreds of them in this system, and within the template we'll find a flowchart that'll suit our purposes. So we come up here to the plus sign, and we go down here to template, and I'm just going to go to basic, and I'm going to select flowchart. Now as I said, there's hundreds of sample templates in here to use. I'm just going to do a very basic one for a start, so I'm going to select that. And as it turns out, this particular one, this is probably why I picked this this particular topic, because there is one in there that relates to replacing light bulbs in a lamp. So this particular one just shows that the first step is what's the problem? Lamp doesn't work. What's the next step? Is the lamp plugged in? No. Plug-in lamp. Yes, it is plugged in. Has the bulb burnt out? Yes. If it has, replace bulb. No. Well, then again, we need to now repair the lamp. So it's as I said, a very basic flowchart. But I'm just going to explain how these flowcharts actually work. So as we hover over a shape, you'll see that there's an arrow popping up next to it. So we could add in extra events to happen in these areas, and as you click, you'll see that these new shapes appear. So this is how easy it is to create flowcharts. And to put text in them, you just double click and you add some text into the box, blah blah blah, and you can do some really nice designs and formatting. You can select a shape, you can change its color, lots of things that you could do. So it's a really great feature within the system. So we don't want those for a start, but I just wanted to show you how easy it is to actually create new shapes. We'll get rid of those. And let's say we're happy with this design. We might put a colour in here to begin with and an ending colour here. So let's say we're happy with that. All we need to do now is save it, and that'll bring it into the document. So we now have our document with a flowchart in it. Now if we wanted to change that flowchart, we simply select it, and you'll see the borders around it with the handles, and then we just go back to the Draw a Diagram if we wanted to change that, and if we clicked on that, that'll bring up that flowchart again and we can add things to it. But we don't want to do that at the moment. And underneath that, we would then just add in the typical process, and you might put in each step, and let me do that right now. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use one of our basic layouts to begin our policy and procedure. So what we'll do, we'll just underneath the flowchart that we've created, we'll come across here to content, templates and snippets. And as you can see, there's about 5 in there at the moment. And what we want to do now is create a work instruction of how to handle this procedure. So what we'll do, we'll just click on work instruction and we'll go load from template and we'll go insert and we'll just insert that in. And as you can see, it's put in a layout there, and this is to give you a kind of a structure to build on your procedure. And as you can see, it's the first section is what is the outcome. In this section, you just write, look, the outcome we want is that this light bulb and this lamp is working at the end of the procedure. Then you might put in how long do you estimate it will take to do this procedure. So again, keeping in mind that what you're trying to do here is pass on to another person the knowledge about how to do this in the future. And you might even say, right, look, tools and equipment needed before you go out to the site, any parts that you may have, any support people you may need, any paperwork you may need, any other kind of thing, safety hazards that you may want to be aware of. You know, do you need a cherry picker, for instance, to get access to the lamp? And then you might put in the steps to fixing the lamp. So it's as simple as that. I won't go into, you know, filling this all out, but once you fill all that out, you've basically got a very good procedure. You've even got a flow chart to work by. And then all we do is simply go update. Do we want to notify anybody? So if we wanted to publicise this to all the staff in the office, we would say yes, save and notify, and then they would receive an email about all this. On this occasion, I'll just say save and don't notify. So that's done, and then we go back to the front end, go out of the editor, and there's our policy and procedure there. It's as simple as that. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this, and look forward to seeing you again in the future. Thank you.